Good morning, YouTubians. It's Kevin's Ghost. It is Monday, the 9th of October 2023. It'll soon be Halloween. But today is a Blu-ray release day, and I'm on my way to HMV to see exactly what is going to hit the shelves. I did pop out on a Thursday, actually, and I know the 4 titles I'm after are in stock, so that's taking the pressure off there. But I will film everything that gets released. I'll grab a coffee as well, not a sponsor, and then I'll bring you back, show you what I picked up. In the meantime, I have been filming the A to Z of my collection, A to Z of my collection. I've put the A's up. That video went up on Friday. You may notice I have a few slipcovers because I'm starting to collect slipcovers. I watched a couple of videos on slipcovers and their beauty, and I thought, you know, why not? I'm going to start getting them. So if you see any of these that are missing in my collection and you have them spare and you don't, starting to sound like the A-Team, if you have slipcovers, you have them spare and you don't mind, maybe you can fire them my way. So yes, if you have a slipcover you don't want and you see that I'm missing it in my collection, then feel free to message me either down below here or on Instagram and let me know if you want to send it my way, and that would be appreciated. Anyway, let's head up to HMV and see exactly what has been released. I'll see you out there in a bit. So it's the coffee shop time, and here I am in Costa on Western Road. Nice and quiet in here today. Come here to get my latte Arabica bean fix, and there it is, lovely and frothy. Nice start to the day. So standing outside HMV, they're advertising the PS5 in the window. Let's see which t-shirts made it onto the mannequin this week. Oh, hang on, they've moved the mannequin. Is nothing sacred, HMV? So on to the big release of the weekend. It is Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Here it is on Blu-ray, which comes with a lovely glossy slipcover. This one is going to set you back $14.99. If you prefer a steelbook, then there is a 4K one available for a whopping $34.99. Glad I don't collect these after 4K that much cash each week. So far I'm actually preferring the Blu-ray cover image to this one. And here that image is repeated for the 4K release. Again, this is going to match in the glossy slipcover and it's going to set you back $24.99. I believe it's just a 4K disc in this release, no Blu-ray. Next is A Nightmare Before Christmas, a brilliant stop-motion Christmas horror film from Tim Burton. This 4K has a shimmering slipcover and will set you back $26.99. Aha, Disney's at it again. So another Disney release and another inflated price tag. This is Elemental. I watched this last week and it is very good, but it will cost you $15.99. And yes, it's in a slim 11mm case. And here, of course, is the DVD in a 14mm case. Hopefully the slipcovers will follow on soon, and this is priced at $10.99. Next is a drama from Zach Braff, and it's A Good Person. This one stars both Florence Pugh and Morgan Freeman, put out by good old Dazzler Media, and it's reasonably priced at $14.99. Do you hear that, Disney? Next is the 4K release of the 55th anniversary of Roman Polanski's Rosemary's Baby from Paramount Pictures. This psychological thriller is the same age as me. It's got a runtime of 137 minutes and will cost you $22.99. Medusa Deluxe next. This British murder mystery is from last year and set during a hairdressing competition, and this one will set you back $14.99. It comes with a matte finished slipcover. Snowtown next, a biographical crime drama set in Australia. This film is from 2011 and it stars Daniel Henshaw, who was Robbie in The Babadook. It's got a runtime of 2 hours and it comes in at $14.99. Next is the Criterion Blu-ray release of After Hours, a 1985 black comedy directed by Martin Scorsese, who actually does pop up in a cameo appearance as a searchlight operator. Now, being a Criterion, this will set you back $22.99. Inside Man next. This is a crime drama miniseries on the BBC, put out by Dazzler Media. It stars David Tennant and Stanley Tucci. This is created by Stephen Moffat. There are 4 episodes to this show and it will set you back $17.99. Next is Inside. This is a psychological thriller from this year starring Willem Dafoe as an art thief who's stuck in a high-tech New York penthouse. 105-minute runtime. This one will cost you $14.99. Next is For All Mankind Season 3, another show put out by Dazzler Media. This is set in the 1990s, charting the race to Mars. This 10-episode season will set you back $29.99. It is a $5 cheaper on Amazon at the moment. Next is Hacks Season 2 from Fabulous Films, 261 minutes this one. I recommend going to Amazon for this as it's $19.99 on there, whereas in store today HMV want $36.99, which is quite a markup for this one. Bit of nostalgia now, and it's a complete Bagpuss series, again from Fabulous Films. This show was from 1974, my childhood. Just 13 episodes which feature the saggy old cloth cat. This set will set you back $24.99. Next is the Warner Archive release of Children of the Damned. This 1964 British horror is about children with telekinesis. This one is priced at $14.99 and carries a 12 certificate. Next is a BFI release of Short Sharp Shocks Volume 3. This is a collection of 10 short stories with individual runtimes ranging from 1 to 43 minutes. This will set you back $19.99. Next is Isle of the Dead. This was directed by Mark Robson, who also directed Earthquake, and it stars Boris Karloff as a man whose wife's grave is discovered empty whilst a mysterious plague is killing off those trapped on the island with him. $14.99 for this one. Next is Mother and Son. This is a drama starting in the late 80s and covering 20 years of a woman's life in France. It's on Picture House Entertainment. It's got a runtime 116 minutes, carries a 12 certificate, and is priced at $12.99. Surreal Estate next. This is season 1, put out by Dazzler Media, and it's about estate agents, or realtors they're called in America, as they represent a haunted house. 10 episodes in this season, and this 3-disc set is $27.99. Next is Princess Jellyfish Season 1. This is a coming-of-age romantic comedy about a female-only apartment block who have a new person move in who's hiding a secret. This limited edition set is priced at $54.99 and comes with 2 discs and a 32-page booklet. Next is Flying Witch Season 1, another limited edition about a 15-year-old girl who moves to a relative's house to train as a witch whilst attending school. It's got a runtime of 300 minutes and is priced at $49.99. Comes with the booklet. Okay, so I just wanted to squeeze this in. I tried to record this last week, but the recording was faulty. This is seasons 1 to 10 of Father Brown on Blu-ray. This is an excellent afternoon crime show, which stars Mark Williams as the title character. This is a lovely box set, and it will set you about £109. And again, this is put out by Dazzler Media. Hey everybody, welcome back. So there are 4 titles to go through, so quite a bit of chatting. Let's get on with it. Okay, first one I'm going to show you is Transformers Rise of the Beast. This is a sci-fi action film from this year. This is the 7th film in the franchise. It's a prequel to the first film, but a sequel to the last Transformers film, Bumblebee, which actually came out 5 years ago. So this film's set in the early 90s, this time directed by David Capow Jr., whose previous films were The Land and Creed 2. I'm actually going to point out that Michael Bay is back as one of the producers on this, and in case you are unaware, he was the director of the first 6 films. And he's also one of the producers on Bumblebee as well. Now, talking of regulars, we have Peter Cullen back as the voice of Optimus Prime, and to be honest, I don't think he could be replaced. He's joined by Ron Perlman as the voice of Optimus Primal, who is a Transformer or a Maximal in the guise of a gorilla. You've got Peter Dinklage voicing Scourge, who is the leader of the Terracons. You've got Michelle Yeoh voicing the Transformer called Falcon. As for human characters, we have Anthony Ramos as Noah. He's an electronics specialist, if you like, trying to make ends meet, and he's trying to take care of his family. He actually steals a car which happens to be a Transformer. You've also got Dominique Fishback as Eleanor. She works for a museum. She knows ancient languages, and she finds this artifact which happens to be a transwarp key, which could be used to either get the Transformers back home or uses to bring a planet eater in called Unicron, sort of opening a portal. She and Noah are an item. So it's a life and death situation just like all the others. Now if you like robots fighting, this will appeal to you. It's got a runtime, this one, of 127 minutes, so not a very short film at all. Let's take a look inside. So the slipcover and the cover have the same image. There's a plain blue disc. There's an advertisement for the 4K Steelbook collection and some merchandise. So that was Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Okay, next one to show you is A Good Person. Now this is a drama written and directed by Zach Braff, who you may know as JD from the TV show Scrubs. This one stars Florence Pugh as Alison Johnson. She's a young woman about to get married. All is well in her life until one horrible day, whilst out driving to actually get a wedding dress with her soon-to-be sister and brother-in-law, becomes involved in a life-altering car accident which only she survives. This leads to survivor's guilt and addiction to pain medication. Also affected by the crash is Daniel, played by the brilliant Morgan Freeman. He's an ex-addict and police officer who's the father of Molly, who was killed in the car crash along with her husband Jesse, leaving him to raise their daughter Ryan, being played by Celeste O'Connor, who you may remember played Lucky in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Well, Alison eventually joins a support group which Daniel happens to attend as well. I'm not going to say any more actually about the story, but this isn't one of those sugary sweet all is well stories. I think Zach was actually dealing with a fair bit of grief whilst writing this. Has been lost his sister to aneurysm, and then shortly after that his father to cancer, and then his best friend during the pandemic, which left his friend's wife to bring up their newborn baby alone. So this is, I think, from his heart. This movie also stars Molly Shannon as Alison's put upon mother Diane. You may know Molly Shannon from Never Been Kissed, Life After Beth, Bad Teacher. She was also in The Grinch Stole Christmas as well, where she played Betty Lou Who. Anyway, it's got a runtime, this one, of 129 minutes. Let's Let's take a look inside. So the front cover image has been put onto the disc. So that was A Good Person. Okay, next one to show you is a TV show called For All Mankind. This is season 3, and I've read there's going to be 7 planned seasons overall. Whether or not that happens, who knows. I have previously shown seasons 1 and 2, so I think a quick recap of the premise. This is set in an alternate reality where Russian scientists have developed technology quicker and better than America, and the space race has worked out a lot better for Russia in so much as they reached the moon first. So essentially it becomes the United States trying to play catch up. Now each season deals with a decade, so season 1 was the tail end of the 60s through the 70s. Season 2 dealt with the 80s, and this is season 3 and it's set in the 90s, and the race is still ongoing, but this time the goal is Mars. There's also another contender trying to get there first, and that is Dev, and he is like an Elon Musk type character whose cash flow is absolutely endless and he's not limited by bureaucracy. As for reaching Mars, there was a clue set at the end of the last season where we saw a person in a spacesuit walking on the surface of Mars, and that was set 1995, so who will get there first? You'll have to watch it and find out. Plus I should also point out that the space sort of technology in this reality is a lot more advanced than our own. There is in fact an orbiting hotel, as many private companies are investing more in outer Earth resources. There are 10 episodes in this, as there have been in each season, and the overall run time is 610 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So inside there are 4 discs, all with the same image. So that was For All Mankind season 3. Next and last is a Disney Pixar animated film called Elemental, and the film opens with 2 fire creatures, Bernie and Cinder, entering a kind of Ellis Island entrance to Element City, where fire, earth, wind and water all coexist. Within years settling down, Bernie and Cinder have a daughter called Ember, and she's got a fiery temper. Leah Lewis voices Ember, and you may know her from the Nancy Drew show where she played Georgia. Now Ember's parents own and run a convenience store called The Fireplace, and they all live in the fiery neighbourhood as the main city really isn't fire friendly. Now one day Ember's left in the shop unattended, and pretty soon her temper gets her into trouble. She inadvertently causes a flood in the lower floor of the shop, where a city inspector gets pulled into the basement through a burst water pipe, and that inspector is called Wade Ripples, voiced by Mamadou Ati, who was Ramsey Cole in Jurassic World Dominion. Now his character tells Ember that he must report the parents' shop, and it may result in it being shut down, so Ember tries to put a stop to him putting the paperwork in the city, but it's a little bit too late. There's a lot more to the film, but I'm not going to say any more. I will mention that Catherine O'Hara, the mum from Home Alone, is Wade's mother in this. The animation is incredible. I'm certain Disney have done the deal with the devil himself. The colours are vibrant, and that is an understatement. The story is fun, the characters are original, very likeable as well. I recommend this one. It's got a runtime of 101 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So inside there's a plain blue disc. So that was Elemental. So that was it. Have you seen any of those or plan to pick them up, or just want to leave a comment, then do so down below. I will read every single one and try to reply if I have the time. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free, why wouldn't you? On that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.